I go by the name of Trey Carey, and welcome back to episode number 15 of my Madden NFL 17 Connected franchise mode. I'm the manager of the Cleveland Browns, and this is week 16 of the 2016-2017 NFL season. This week I will be playing the San Diego Chargers. We are 12-2, which is a really good record for the number one team in the East. Before we get started, I'd like to say that I made some wrong choices. I said that everything got erased, and somehow my file from Madden actually came up. So I apologize for that. I don't know about 2K yet, but I will check and announce probably either today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad that we didn't get any of our progress erased. Everything is still here. A couple of changes I made yesterday, I forgot. I didn't forget, but I was a little bit ahead of schedule. I did a couple actions that I wasn't supposed to. So there was more actions down here, but they're not here anymore since I completed them, obviously. Really good lineup right now. Everyone's green except for the... yeah, whatever. As the offense, let's take a look at the defense. Pretty good defense. And then special teams and practice squad and blah blah blah. So I didn't really make any changes last week, but yeah, like I said, we're playing the Chargers this week at home, and then a week from now on the 13th, we're on the road to play Pittsburgh. So let's scout college players like we did last time. I believe we were on 72 or something like that. We were way down here. So on the left-hand side, we have a really good right guard and a really good left guard and halfback. And we're B minuses or so on about everything else. We were on 74. I was 2 off. So yeah, he's scouted. Ryan Colmus scouted. Derek Culver scouted. Stanley McGinnis scouted. Ooh, good talent. Jason Odom scouted. We don't know his talent yet. I don't even want to say his name. And then that's all for the scouting points. So we were on 80 last time. So I'll have to try and remember that for the next episode. So that's all we can do for college players. Let's jump into training. Like I said, I don't have time to actually do it, so I just simulate it. So as we talk about the training, as that's doing that, I would like to say Super Bowl 51 was amazing yesterday. As you see here, training recap, we worked on medium pass and offense. And then on defense, we worked on the pass defense. Von Bell, Kyler Fackrell, and I forget the other name, Gerald Hawkins. They always increase. It's those same 3 players. I don't know why. But yeah, other than that, like I was saying earlier, yeah, let's jump into this. Super Bowl 51, Patriots Falcons. Falcons blew a 25-point lead. Falcons were up 28-3. Patriots came right back, tied the game, overtime, and they scored in overtime, won the Super Bowl. Amazing game. Never seen nothing like it. Might be the best game ever. Don't like the Patriots. Don't hate on me. So yeah, NFL offseason begins today. New head coach hired for the Niners. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff. NBA on TNT tonight. Cavs, Wizards on actually right now at 6:30 with the Grizzlies and the Spurs. Really good matchups today. Like I said, no Infinite Warfare live stream right now. I might be doing that later after the 2 franchises. I don't really know yet. Hit me up in the comments if you want me to. Make sure you like the video. Comment if you want me to change anything. Subscribe if you're enjoying it. Last but not least, follow me on Instagram at Trey Carey, TreyCary, and also on Twitter at The Real Trey Carey, CHDREALTREYCARY. That's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Browns are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Chargers, who will need to be sharp on offense. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, the Cavaliers may have lifted the local championship drought, but there's another team who'd like a little of that success, and that's the Browns, as we come to you from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the quarterback, the Wisconsin product. It's Scott Tolzien.
And while in college at the University of Wisconsin, Scott Tolzien played in a run-heavy offense, but that doesn't mean he can't throw it as well. Actually dueled Andy Dalton in a big-time game during his college days.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The linebacker, David Harris, on the stop. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
The second-year man from Nebraska, it's Amir Abdullah. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
It's a tried-and-true formula, an out ball.
And he's taken down. This will be hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Tolzien. And this is going to be incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And 4th down coming up. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and now it's second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Gates with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. Oh, spinning away. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Bulldozes past him. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run. And this is a quarterback who certainly played awfully well last week in their win. I know he's looking to replicate that one here today.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Finds Roberts left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Mariota on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Mariota now on 2nd down. Gates with a grab. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So 1 quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Caught right side, Jerron Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To the air again, Mariota. Roberts with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They'll get 16 yards there, and that'll be good for a Cleveland 1st.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tolzien. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the 1st before he's brought down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game. Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Now Tolzien. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Charles Johnson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Out of the gun now on third down. A dump off for Abdullah. And he gets it down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Right side catch. This is Gates. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And here now the 8th-year man, Pat McAfee, to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
One receiver right, that's Brown. Tolzien. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Corey Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. On play action, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. Finds his target. It's Gates. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Down. Here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
They come out here in the eye. They start the drive with Abdullah. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now.
Okay,
right?
how in the world did I give up that, like, 90-yard run? That is unacceptable. I need to work on that on defense. I know there's a run. I know that he was going to hand off to him. I don't know how that works. So bad defense. Need to stop them like that. That cannot happen in the second half. Anyways, let's take a look at the halftime stats. Scores, they're at 14-10. We have 135 passing yards, only 8 rushing yards. 7.1 average yards per play, and only 1 takeaway in the half. Here's the highlights here. Marcus Mariota to Antonio Gates on the corner route. High steps into the end zone for the touchdown, and we go up 7-0. Next highlight here. Andre Roberts all the way down the sideline and gets tackled. Good game by him. Next highlight here. I tried to throw to Andre Roberts for a touchdown, but ends up getting intercepted, and they take over on that possession. Next highlight here, Melvin Ingram, I think that's his name, Mark Ingram, something like that, whatever. He runs. Next highlight here is intercepted by our defense. They tried to go deep and get intercepted by our secondary. Next highlight here, from their wide receiver, he scores a touchdown and goes into the end zone and ties the game at 7 apiece. And last highlight here, I think, Abdullah goes all the way to the house on that very last running play. Unacceptable, but we're trying to adjust that in the second half. I'll see you guys at the end of the game. Peace out.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He got 29 yards that time.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal.
Anytime there's an open target and there's a reception, the next thing you're looking for, the ability to break a tackle and gain additional yardage. That's what we just saw.
Mariota again. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Seth Roberts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Tolzien, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The left side completion to Jones. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Peterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that sounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Mariota now on second down. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And taken right on the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. Over. Amir Abdullah gearing up now to lead this offense. And we have seen a decline in the number. Just him, maybe the guys up front, combination.
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Tolzien. It's complete to Flainer. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They go with Abdullah again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Let's go. 3-19.
On first down, Abdullah. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When people see Vince Wilfork, they don't think about his versatility, do they? But we've seen that throughout his career where he's actually played some defensive end as well as his expected defensive tackle and nose tackle positions. strength, great quickness inside that allows him to make plays in the offensive backfield. Absolutely a run stopper. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Coons connects on this.
Sorry for the delay. Let's get back to the game.
This one, it's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
First down, Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. J.J. Watt there on the tackle for a loss. Of course, last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
And we love saying his name, don't we? J.J. Watt. How about all that production, too? 29 tackles for loss in 2015.
Second place only at 23. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Right side catch. This is Gates. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Finds Roberts left side. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Peterson alone in the backfield. He'll get the football here. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run for it with Peterson. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Robert Blanton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly.
You've already under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, with time starting to become a factor.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mariota now to throw on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Well, there's another example of what Marcus Mariota brings to the game. Sweet feet that elude sticky situations. He knows how to get outside the pocket and get downfield. Last year as a rookie, he showed us exactly how to do it and do it well.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9.
He's going to go just in for Sam. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now Tolzien. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He's got time. A dump off for Abdullah. Time for a break. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down now after the pass completion. Tolzien. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now McCluster, that'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mariota here to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Peterson. Down to the 25. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Gano's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now San Diego getting set to go. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams.
So that's going to do it here from Cleveland. Final score 22-17. We win by just 5. Two plays that stand out to me are one, the halftime run. Right before halftime, when we gave up the halftime run, that could not happen. That was unacceptable. And definitely that last one where we celebrated prematurely and fumbled the ball for a touchback. So definitely cannot do that. Messed up on, I think that was defensive, I don't know. But definitely messed up that play. But thankfully we won. Here are the highlights from the game. Marcus Mariota passes to Andre Roberts for the touchdown. Here's a touchdown by them. Cool little celebration right there. Marcus Mariota passes to Antonio Gates earlier in the game as he celebrates into the end zone. Amir Abdullah giving up the halftime run for the touchdown. Here's the final game score, post-game stats, 22-17. 357 passing yards, 46 rushing yards, 8.3 average yards per play, and 2 takeaways. Scott Tolson has a 58 completion percentage, 249 yards, 1 touchdown, and Marcus Mariota has a 77.7 completion percentage, 357 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the game. So that's going to be it for week 16. A week from now, February 13th. By the way, speaking of 16, I turned 16 today. I'm now 16 years old. My birthday was today. So happy birthday to me. So here's the post-game stats, blah, 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 blah. Not going to go over all that. But several people increased. I will be spending my XP as the season ends right before the playoffs. So yeah, let's just save this. There's nothing else to do. I scouted all the points I could. I played the game and I did practice, so let's just do things for the week. Real quick, NBA on TNT right now. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Washington Wizards. It's on right now on TNT. Make sure to click over to that right now and then watch the Spurs and the Grizzlies later tonight at 6:30. Normally it's 7:30, but I don't know why they switched it. I don't know. So yeah, let me just save this real quick. Super Bowl is finished, ended yesterday. So the off-season officially begins today. NFL Combine February 28th. NFL Draft is April something. I don't even remember. That's all I have to say, I think. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit the like button. Comment if you want me to change anything or fix anything, I don't know. Subscribe if you're enjoying. I will be getting a capture card soon, so the quality will be much better. And there are going to be some changes, but hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a like, and I'll see you guys later. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Trey Carey, TREYCARY. Also on Twitter at TheRealTrey Carey, TheRealTreyCary. That's gonna do it. I might do a 2K stream Wednesday. I'll have to check if it's still there, because it got erased maybe. I'll let you know. I'll tell you guys on Twitter. I'll let you know. So I might see you on Wednesday. I might not. I don't know yet.